Hiya! So I wanted to make some more behind the scenes content to show you how I make my jewellery rather than just show you the ready product. So I've started making these Sailor Moon inspired earrings yesterday. So they now been drying for almost 24 hours, so they should be good to go to the next stage. Now to check if they are okay, I normally take a little toothpick and just give them a little tap, make sure they're nice and firm, and yeah, these are lovely, ready to go. So next I'm going to take the tape off of the backs, peel it off, and then after I've peeled the tape, I'm going to make sure there is no residual sticky stuff left on them, just to make sure the finish at the end is really good. Yeah, so I will see in a bit with the next stage. Now that the tape is off, you will end up with this kind of matte finish on the back of your bezel. So I tend to clean it with just a little wet wipe. Give it a good scrub. If you need to, you can use like a little flannel with a bit of water and soap. Just, yeah, make sure there is nothing sticky left on it. What happens to me quite a lot as well is the resin escapes and sets around the bezel where it shouldn't be. So the easiest way to deal with that, I found, is taking a little pin and literally just scraping gently the resin off, and it should come off nicely in one piece. And yeah, when that's all done, we'll move to putting a new layer of resin on these bezels. Okay, so now that these are nice and clean and there is no bit of extra resin on them, I want to work on the finish. So like I said, the side that had a tape on is quite matte. What I want it to look like is this. So I don't know if you can see it very well, but basically I'm going for the glass type of finish. And to achieve that, I've started using two different types of resin. So I use my epoxy resin for the initial stage of making the earrings, and then I finish them off with some UV resin. So I'm going to cover them and then set them using UV light. Now before I do that, I make sure I open my windows. I would strongly recommend that you use a face mask with a filter, just because this stuff is really smelly and can really irritate. So make sure you're looking after yourself when using that. Okay, so I've got my gloves on. Another important part of working with resin, you really don't want that stuff to get on your hands. I've got a nice thin layer of UV resin on here. You just want to make sure that it's spread evenly, there is no bubbles. If you're working by the window, just bear in mind that because it sets in UV light, it will start setting as soon as you pour it on the surface and out of the bottle, especially if you live somewhere nice and sunny. Just be careful. I'm going to use UV lights like this, which is normally used for nails. But if you live somewhere that's nice and warm and sunny, you could probably just put them on the windowsill for a few hours, and that will do the job as well. I'm gonna pop this in and we let it set. Okay, once the UV resin is finished setting, we should end up with a nice and shiny surface on both sides. So I've used the UV resin only on one side, the side where the tape was attached to my ring. The other side actually looks really nice on its own without having to have another layer of resin. So I'm going to leave it as it is. And now all I need is an earring hook, whichever you prefer to use. And that's it. That's your earring done. Okay, if you've got any questions, give me a shout. Don't be shy. Okay, I will try and post some more videos like this in the future, maybe showing some of my other designs. Yeah, see you soon.